The field of 9 mayoral candidates now comes down to 2, as Paul Vallas will face Brandon Johnson in a runoff election for mayor of Chicago. Wednesday morning, Vallas stopped on the South Side and made an appearance on the Mays Jackson radio show. Then he shook a few hands as he left. Mayor Lori Lightfoot will not see a second term, the first time an incumbent mayor hasn't been re-elected in decades. Vallas, 69, is the former head of CPS and is considered a conservative Democrat. Now, he'll face off against Old Cook County Commissioner Brandon Johnson. Johnson, a 46-year-old former teacher, has already come out swinging, saying Vallas has failed everywhere he has been. Vallas said he wants to keep his campaign positive and stick to the issues. Brandon's gonna say what he's gonna say, Vallas said. People are going to examine his record and see that there's not much other than a union organizer who was on the C2's payroll. Brandon's not going to have much of a record to talk about. So, I'm gonna continue to talk about the issues to offer tentative solutions, particularly on the issues of crime, the issue of quality of schools, and the issue of affordability. Brandon Johnson, who is considered a left-of-center progressive candidate backed by the Chicago Teachers Union, was on ABC 7 Wednesday morning. He said he is looking forward to earning the support of voters who cast their ballot for other candidates. He said he has spent his entire career working to protect the middle class. I'm always going to tell the people of Chicago the truth, and the truth of the matter is that Paul Vallas has been the author of this tale of two cities, Johnson said. When I was in high school in the 90s, it was his negligence that led to the economic downturn that we are experiencing right now. So, it's going to be a fight. The runoff is set for April 4th, so both candidates have a very short time to raise more money and get their message out. Voters will have a clear choice in choosing Chicago's next mayor. Vallas is the son of Greek immigrants and said he comes from a family of teachers, police officers, and firefighters. While his background and expertise is in education, he made his campaign about public safety and was endorsed by the Fraternal Order of Police. Vallas has been a candidate before, but this is the first time he's ever won an election. Other candidates painted him as a closet Republican, but addressing supporters Tuesday night, Vallas said he's a lifelong Democrat and once again stressed crime is a top priority. Public safety is the overriding issue, Vallas said. But we will not have true public safety in this city until the schools become part of the public safety solution. In his speech, Johnson, who finished a distant second place, thanked the other candidates who didn't make the run-off and had these choice words for Vallas. This is the truth about Paul Vallas, he has literally failed everywhere he has gone, Johnson said. In fact, Paul Vallas is the author of The Tale of Two Cities. We cannot have this man as the mayor of the city of Chicago. Johnson experienced a surge in recent polls and finished second to qualify for the runoff. A former teacher, Chicago Teachers Union organizer, and current Cook County Commissioner, he didn't have name recognition, but he did have extensive connections. Johnson grew up on the West Side and lives in Austin, and has strong connections with the C2 and teachers across the city. He is one of 10 children, the son and grandson of ministers, and is a father of 4. The runoff is set for April 4th, just 5 weeks from now. Max Bever with the Chicago Board of Elections said voters can go on Chicago Elections Thursday to sign up for an application to vote by mail for the April 4th runoff. They can also sign up to permanently receive a vote by mail ballot. Bever said early voting will begin March 15 or 16 at the Chicago Supersites, but not before, because the ballots have to be set, and March 14 is the last day. February 28 ballots can arrive and be included in the vote count. 4 years ago, Lightfoot made history as the first Black woman and openly gay candidate to win the mayor's office. Her term was marked by a contentious relationship with the Chicago City Council and unions from the C2 to the FOP. Tonight she made history again, becoming the first elected incumbent in 40 years to not win a second term. Lightfoot addressed supporters somberly, but not without pride. "Obviously we didn't win the election today, but I stand here with my head held high and a heart full of gratitude," she said. She told supporters she was proud of her accomplishments, especially Invest Southwest, which has brought investment and opportunity to underserved communities on the south and west sides, and said it must continue. She also said she is rooting for whoever takes the mayor's office next.